Shalom Aleichem and welcome to Online Smicha. There's a halacha in Hilchos Shabbos that comes up every single week, and that is washing the dishes. You have Suda Shabbos, you have Friday night, and you have Shabbos day, and you have Shalosh Shudas, and you have a Mesibah Shabbos, and all that. The question is, obviously washing dishes is time consuming, is an effort, and there's another point in the washing dishes. If you're washing the dishes so it should be put away it shouldn't be laying around, then you're not necessarily doing it for Shabbos. You're just putting away to be ready for next time you use it, which will be Monday or Tuesday. You're not allowed to work anything on Shabbos for after Shabbos. So this halacha is discussed in Alter Rebbe Shulchan Aruch, Siman Shin Chav Gimel, Seif Vav and Zayin. And I'll read it inside, and I'll tell you what some of the Achrayim add on to this. Meidichim kelim letzorech hayom. You are allowed to wash whatever pots or pans you need. Obviously, pots you're not going to use because you don't cook on Shabbos. But whatever kelim, plates, forks, spoons, whatever you need for today, you're allowed to wash. Kagoin, for example. If Friday night there was a meal, or Shabbos morning there was a meal, and now you will need the plates again. Why will you need the plates again? And Alter Rebbe is not playing games. He's giving you an example. There is still another meal that's supposed to happen. You can't make up, I'm going to eat. If there is another meal that's supposed to happen on Shabbos, and these are the plates that you use for your meal, you're allowed to wash them. Mutar ladichem. Now, you're going to think, when should I do the washing of the dishes? Perhaps I should do it right before the next meal, so it should be noticeable that I'm doing it for the meal. That we are not machmir. That the Alter Rebbe says, afilu miyad achar suda shalafanah, you're allowed to wash the dishes even after the last meal. Friday night meal or Shabbos morning meal, you're done, you could wash the dishes then, it should be ready for Shalosh Shudas, it should be ready for the morning meal. But once you ate the third meal on Shabbos, and there is no meal after the Shudas Shlishis, you're not allowed to wash any kelim, any forks, spoons, and knives, or plates. All you're doing is you're saving yourself time for cleaning for Sunday. What you could be done, you're working now Shabbos to have it clean for Matzai Shabbos, for Sunday. That's when you're dealing with spoons, forks, plates. Because once it's over, it's over. You don't eat all day. But when you're talking about cups, glasses, mutar ladiach kol hayom. Glasses, drinking cups, you're allowed to wash all day. Eating, how many meals could you eat? Obviously, you ate the first meal, the second, a snack, whatever. You can't say you're eating all day. You're not going to be using the fork all day. But a cup, people are always drinking water. People always need a cup. So cups you could always drink. You could always wash. And even a cup, says the Alter Rebbe. Even by the cups, if you know that you will not use these cups again, even these cups usher. The next sif is 6-7 words. Madichin, says the Alter Rebbe, when you're washing the cups, you're allowed to wash even 10 cups when you might not use 10. Because she'im yitztarech ba'echad mahem shoisa. When you will need them, when you will need one, you could choose whichever one you want. Once you're already allowed to wash cups, you can wash 10 cups. This is the two seifim that the Alter Rebbe summarizes the halacha. So let me tell you what's mentioned in some of today's svarim. For example, there are certain dishes that you're only going to bring to the table when there are guests. For example, you're having a Sheva Brachas Friday night. These dishes, you know that you're only serving it today because of the Sheva Brachas. Tomorrow, when the fancy guests are not here, you're not going to use those dishes again. So who are you fooling when you're saying that I should be able to wash the china because I might use it again tomorrow? That's a trick. So some Paiskim Taka say, I think it's the Shevet HaLevi says, Shevet HaLevi, Rav Shmuel Vosno of Shalom, he Bechlal is Machmir. He says, I understand you're allowed to do this, but whenever you have other clean dishes, don't go through the effort of cleaning dishes when you have others. Even though the halacha says that, sometimes you're allowed to. On top of that, some find a heter that if it's very messy, and it's not a covered Shabbos with so many dirty dishes. Some say that even if you're not necessarily going to use these dishes tomorrow, if the place looks very messy, with that covered Shabbos you're allowed to. So, Kli Shia cups we summarized. Kli Achila, spoons or forks. If you're going to take Rab Shmuel Vosner's Chiddush or Chumrah, if you don't have to, you don't have to. Obviously, the Alter Rebbe says you could, because being that you could use it tomorrow, by the next Suda you could. Kalim that you're not going to use, you don't play games. Now, I did see an interesting thing that I actually see some homes doing. Sometimes when you have a cholent spoon or a cholent pot, etc., and it's the second or third meal of the day, you're not allowed to wash it. But may you put a bowl of water and put the spoons and forks in the bowl of water. So when Motzei Shabbos comes or Sunday comes and you're going to wash the dishes, the food, the cholent, is not stuck to the spoon, not stuck to the fork. So right away you might say to yourself, I'm soaking it in water, so it should help me for something I'm going to do Sunday, something I'm going to do Monday, or something I'm going to do Motzei Shabbos. Maybe it's not allowed. Well, wrong. The Sfarim say that as long as the food did not become stuck or dry on the fork or spoon or the pot yet, if you want to put water in this to prevent it, to make it easier for Motzei Shabbos, you're allowed to. And let the dishes soak there. If it's already dried up food, then there might be a problem.